Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, don't put the video on there, just a little bit. So anyway, I'm here with fabulous superstar strongwoman Brooke Sousa.
Hi.
Yeah, with little smudges on her eyes.
Still?
Today. Yes. She's got it right into there. So you had kind of a rough day.
Not really.
Well, the arm. Worry about the arm. What'd you do? What'd you do to it? Do they know?
I think toward the bicep on the very first 2
Most
inches
people
on
would
the
say that's a
bicep.
bad day, but not her. She's like, yeah, so I keep competing. So you're competing again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she doesn't stop. This is how she does it.
Why would
So,
you?
I don't know. But I'm old. You're not. You're young and beautiful, and so that's what you do. So, right?
Okay.
All right, good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and check Brooke out and hopefully make her have a fantabulous event tomorrow.
I'm here just for preventative.
Right.
I want to check my hips.
Yep. So we'll do the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's
ready?
the whole thing.
Those and all. Party.
Go.
We're a rock star. It's almost like work around here. You know, we just keeping after it. All right, so I'll get this in through here. And Brookie, let's go ahead and have you raise your right leg up high as you can for me. Good. How about the other one then? All right, so just coming up a little shy on that right side. So I'll come in through here and see what we've got. Brooke and I have done this for a few years, haven't we?
Just a few.
Big old knot right here today. So you brought that with you. You know, I keep getting that out of there and then you bring it back. I don't know what that's all about. Take this in here. Right leg is short about half an inch and it stays about that short. Geez, okay. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this here is resisting. That's resisting more, okay? So, both of those, we'll go ahead and check this out too. Lateral aspect, the calves a little tight, trigger points in through here. We see that a lot with these athletes, these superstars. And then, what we'll do is check the tailbone here, see what I got, okay? And right in for your left. Post. So the interesting thing is as we go through this here, we're looking at function, obviously. You can see that her function already is kind of a little goofed up because one leg went higher than the other. The other aspect of it too, physicality-wise, we actually have one leg that was short, then we went ahead and brought it up, and then we see it actually switch sides. The other component here is that we see that there's a lot of knee fixations in here. So even though she's here for preventative, there's other things that we're finding in through here, right? So let's go ahead and continue here. This is where your hamstrings attach. And it's like, good evening, right? So I'm going to call that PI right in there. IN, yes. Yeah, all right, so a little sticky there. And then I go ahead and I run up into the top end through here to see if her head is on straight. Okay. So it wouldn't be the first time that her head was on straight, right? All right, so this is slid way lateral right in through here. And then there's a sticky spot right there as well. So, and there it is. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and start with here, I had to do the same algorithm every single time. So I like to open a little space in here a lot of the time. And she'll feel those joints release. Did you feel those release in there?
Yes, I did.
All right. It's like a true story. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and bump this in through here. But with that, this is still sticky in through here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this here moving for her. And then what we'll do is we'll check her leg length. Come on. There you go. All right, so now we're going to come in through here. And now her legs are even, which is fun and even. And can you tell already? Can you see that? Those legs are actually moving. The joints are actually spongy now, okay? So that's a win for us. Now, before I get too far ahead, I'm going to see if a knot rose up in here in addition to what was already there. So it's reduced, but it's still there on the left side, just as we noted just a little bit ago. I'm going to have you raise this leg up in through here. So this case, we're going to go ahead and bump the trochanter, and that'll loosen up the hip flexors in through there, as well as try and close this down to finish off the knee tension, just like so. And let's see what I got there. Does that look even better by any chance? Okay. Feels better, huh? All right, so I'll take that. And then now, Brooke, this is probably, yeah, you know this, right?
I love this one.
All right, what I'm doing is I actually go ahead and work along this whole fascial plane right in through here. years ago I had a lady who fell on the ice, and when she fell on the ice, I got through everything and she was doing really good, but she had this horrible sciatica that continued. And so after running out of options, I got in here and felt her calf. It's like a stone. It never occurred to me in 20 years to actually go ahead and actually just bump the mid shaft of the fibula. And so what I've discovered is that by doing this here just releases that whole fascial tension. So a lot of people don't have to have, any of the massage techniques, scraping techniques, or any of the dry needle techniques. And just in a matter of seconds, we're getting in here, getting rid of this bubble wrap, for lack of a better description, reset the knee, and all that tension's gone. So save her about $1,000 in ancillary services, which isn't going to make my colleagues very happy, but makes Brooke very, very happy. Yes, Brooke?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Boom, just like that. You got a little ankle on that one there. Now, how do these feel?
Amazing.
Isn't that crazy? And then, isn't it funny? It's just like they just keep getting better and better and better when we get in through here. You feel that? And even more. All right. So, if we keep this up, we might be to her head in no time, right? So that's craziness. Okay, so now what we're going to do is come in through here. And, remember that knot?
Yep.
It's so far in the past because it's gone. So I like to always tell people, we must have put some not be gone on it because that not be gone now. Go ahead and hips up. You missed the dinner, the SBD dinner, just a moment ago.
Oh.
Because, and you would have loved it because I told dad jokes the whole time.
Invited to go to that though.
Yeah, right. You would have loved it. Hey, you know what I can do after we're done? I can sit down for the next 40 minutes and do dad jokes with you. She didn't say yes, did she?
No thanks.
I don't know. Is that a sign? Could be. All right. All right. Now the handles, just got to keep pulling those doggone things. Where's myself out here a little bit? So, Brooke, what year did you win Strongest Woman in the World?
2018.
2018. So, it's pretty cool to allow that Brooke allows me to be in her world. It's you ever seen Meet the Fockers where there's the circle?
There's the circle.
I'm in the circle. All right. Wow. Okay, so it's not a huge surprise that this mid-thorax region and up is going to be like a rock because she just hurt her arm, right? So she's going to be splinting to kind of help stabilize just by nature. And so these are a little tougher than they typically be. Most of the time after I get the pelvis done, then a lot of this stuff is much, much nicer, looser. But she's been dinged a little bit. Now, did you notice she's camouflaged, so I can barely see her. That's really not funny, I get it, okay. So, we keep trying. All right, now, you're gonna feel that pull in your neck, because we're gonna go ahead and get these ribs in there. And the scalenes obviously pull into the neck from that first rib. So, I like getting those out. Good. But it's like busting concrete in here, so a lot of times people like this mid-contest anyway, but it's extra special today. Oh, feel the difference in that though? All right, so now this time, Brooke, we're going to be turning your nose to your right. And I just got a little bit more in here to get with my bony little elbow. Gotcha, in center. But what I do is I just keep trying to open space up in through here. Did you hear her just take a sigh? She needed that. Nose to your right again. Did you turn your head already? Can't see you, remember? And center. Wasn't funny that time either. I think she's tired. Or my jokes are really bad. Might be both. So let's turn your nose to the left for me. Okay. I'll get this in here. Oh. Let's try that again. Nice. So Brooke ought to sleep like a baby tonight after all this. Gosh, there you go. And here are the tables. Dropping a little prematurely, nose and center. So, nice. You feel that? It's like almost brand new. Let's turn your nose to the right again. We'll finish this off globally and center. Beautimous. Okay, so we saw a little bit of the struggle here just a moment ago. So let's go ahead and have you raise your right leg up, see if that's struggling anymore. How's that feel?
Good.
Other one? Okay, at least they go even this time, right? Now, she's going to bed, so I can go ahead and take a look in through here. And remember I talked about the fact that these is hard, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can see the give here in the ribs in through here. And a lot of people say, well, the sternum's there, so you know that may tighten it up naturally. Well, it does to some degree, but it still should have pliability, and she really doesn't. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I like to tell people this here's kind of like you fell out of a tree. Now listen, I'm not hitting her hard enough, if you will, to pop her lungs, okay? It's just firm enough that, see that flexibility in there? Ricky can feel it. Do you see that on the camera? Okay, so let's go ahead and raise your right leg again, high as you can. Good, other one.
See, now it didn't pull on my left back.
I'm sorry?
It didn't pull on the left side when I raised the right time.
Okay, so by getting rid of this, it's interesting. It changes the dynamic of hip mobility, right? So now she feels another component here. And you feel on the left, you say, correct?
No, I said it got rid of it.
Oh, it got rid of it. Okay, so in either direction. So that's a plus. Sometimes when you go ahead and get rid of this, they can identify other things in through here. Sometimes you get rid of this, it takes us out. So you just have to, determine what the heck is going on. Other way, it's everything looks pretty good, right? So let's go ahead and have you walk around a little bit, and then we're going to have you lay on your back, okay? And we're going to see what we can do with the arm. If there's much I can do. Great, yeah, she got her hood on. And yes,
And then I got my makeup everywhere.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead. Now Brooke doesn't want you to see her face because she's shy, all right? All right, so just a little shy. Okay, hi.
Hey.
There you are. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll have you lay on your back and see what we got here, Tiger. Okay, so it's this arm, yes? All right, so let's poke around here a little bit and see what I've got. Well, you're not screaming at me.
It's not Saturday night.
Oh, if you could only feel this, you'd be like, what? Okay, so old Dr. Todd, through his chiropractic magic, is not going to be able to put that back together.
Well, why not?
I know, right? It will. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, but what I can try and do is see if I can give her a little relief here and there. I'm just feeling stuff, okay? I'm not going to get crazy on it.
I got stones.
She's got stones tomorrow.
And deadlift, but don't worry about
And
it.
deadlift. And the question you have to ask yourself, are biceps utilized in either one of those things? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so I digress. Let's see if I can do something, all right? So, all right, so actually these aren't too bad. Really, to be honest with you, those could be a lot worse. Now, the reason I'm feeling through there is that the ribs, the first and second ribs, you can actually feel in through here. A lot of times if those are sore, that tells me that I haven't got all the scalene components out of there. In this case, she's actually moving pretty good. Sternum in through here can have irritation anywhere in through that line, if you will, of joint complexes. So, all right, so I think what I'm gonna do, you feel how that pushes forward a little bit?
Yeah, I wanted my arm pulled back earlier.
Right, so I'm gonna go ahead, her shoulders kind of roll in like this just a little bit. Let's go ahead and hold this here, hold it right like that. Okay, any pain with that?
No.
Not anything, okay. Take this here, bend it. She probably wouldn't tell me anyway. Pull that, there you go. Take this, and just a little bit in through here. See if there's a knot in here, and there is. Come on, there we go. Turn the table anyway. Do you feel all those, it's like little bubble wraps popping in through here. All right, feel that? Good flexibility. Let's go ahead and test it. Are you ready? Go and hold it now. Do it again. How does that feel to you?
Great.
Go ahead and bend it. I'm gonna push against my hand here. Push, push, push. Pretty good. Pull, pull, pull. Good. All right, so let's see if we've got anything in here that I can do something with. Can you raise your arm up over your head?
Well, yeah, it's got the dumbbell.
I know, right? So what I'm gonna do, you feel that catch in there? I'm not gonna fix the bicep, but if I can get the musculature to relax and get the table to cooperate, I would be a magician maybe to some degree. All right, ready? There you go. So what I'm doing is stabilizing the AC joint and then getting the cramps out of here so that she can have a little bit more mobility. Even in through here, sorry, pulling here a little bit. Right in here in the serratus too. All right, go move that around a little bit. Does it feel like it's giving you a little bit more flexibility through the shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Lightened it up quite a bit, didn't
Sure
it?
did.
Okay. So if we can get the other muscles to engage, that'll protect her some. But I worry about the fact that she's got, you know, the bicep there and those activities that she's going to do tomorrow. But we'll see what she does. She's crazy enough. Who knows? She may even win the whole thing. You never know with this one. Give me a hand. Up you go. All right. So, Brooke, you have anything to say that's inspiring to the young ladies who's out there in YouTube world, you know, as far as training and, you know, just some words of wisdom? Are you too tired?
Let's see here.
You've got 2 girls. What would you tell the girls tonight?
To not quit.
To not quit.
I'm not a quitter.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Just keep going.
even in spite of, you know, tears and things along those lines, it's just kind of like you just do it, right?
That's right.
It's flesh. It's just a flesh wound. Yeah. That's Brooke Sousa. That's who that is. All right. So that's why she's a champion. Okay. So maybe why you're a little broken too right now.
No.
No. Well, thanks so much. It's good to see you. Feel better tonight?
I do. Thank you.
Good. That's right. That's what we do. You be careful. Okay. All right. Love you, kiddo.
Love you too.
All right. Well, that's about it for this evening. If you want, go ahead and take a look at our website, inchiropractic.com. And of course, you know, we've got a study there that may be very, very interesting for a lot of you that are a little bit more sciencey. Okay. So other than that, have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.